Hey everybody, it's Mr. Devine, the librarian, and I'm here on Mr. Namimatsu's website for AP US History, and I've just finished updating the digital portfolio, the projects collection and display system, and this video is to do two things: to test that it works, and then also to show everybody how to submit projects. So we're here on the homepage. And after you finish projects and you've got them looking how you want and you've got them embedded on your website, on your digital portfolio, then you will submit them here. Now, if you scroll down, actually this video I'm making, I'll be putting it right here, so you'll be able to watch it again if you need to. This is a little bit of a search area on the website that you can use to find other people's projects or find your own projects. You can search by people's name or last name. But you can see right now, all the tables are empty and all of our school logos are kind of on this washed out coloring. I know as Mr. Namimatsu gives you scores on these assignments, you'll see that icon change color according to how well you did on the project. And it's a fun way just to see some of the different levels of projects that are out there. So I'm a student. I'm gonna be in your shoes here. To add my project, I'm going to click on this link that says click to add links to my project. And right away, it's going to ask me a few questions. I'm going to pretend I'm in period 1. My first name, I'll go ahead and use my real name. Now I need a portfolio link. You're going to be linking to your Google site. And for an example, since you're all AP students, I will go to ECVHS-AP. So this is our school's AP page. Hopefully you all you know that it exists, I hope. I try to put in information. So let's say I want first a link. If this was my digital portfolio, I'm copying the web address. Notice that I'm on the published side of the page, not the edit side of the page. That's important. Make sure you view the published side of the page. And let's pretend this is just my home page of my portfolio. Great. Copy the URL and paste it down here. And that's it. So I'm not even going to submit any work yet. This is just getting on the board. Like, I have a digital portfolio. That's my name. That's the period I'm in. Okay. I don't have any of this yet. So I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom and hit submit. Oh, it wants the first project. Okay. I set it up to you have to have something for the first project. So don't fill out this form until you're ready for the first project. Let's say I made a YouTube lecture. And let's say I put it on this page. Imagine there's a YouTube lecture on here that I made for my project. I embedded it. Copy the web address and paste it right there. You want to have Mr. Namimatsu get the link that'll take him right to your project. You don't want him to have to click on multiple things. Whatever that link is should take him right to your project. So be sure that project is embedded on your page. Now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Oh, my self-reflection. I forgot about this part. This is great. So Mr. Namimatsu gave everybody this rubric, this guideline for the kind of quality work he's looking for. And your job is to go over this and give yourself a score and explain right here in this box what your score is. Like, I think my work deserves blank because blank. And actually, he has you go into much more detail. You can see in the instructions, you've got to give yourself a score for key concepts, for historical thinking skills, public appeal, and engagement and navigation. And you've got to explain why you think you deserve the score. It's really a way for you to reflect on your work before submitting it. So you're not just saying, hey, here you go, good luck in figuring out whether or not you think I learned. AP is a higher level course than that. You got to be more mindful of what you're learning. You got to be able to explain what you've learned. And this is your opportunity to do that. A little bit of a warning, don't use percent symbols in here. Do not use that. That'll mess up some programming that I have later because percent symbols mean something to computers. So don't use percent symbols. All right, I'm going to scroll down. It might not let me. It might say you have to have more text than that. What's there? Oh yeah, it'll tell you to add more. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm just copying and pasting a bunch of stuff until I think I've satisfied the word count. Mr. Namimatsu reads these things, so you don't want to just do what I just did. submit. There, now it worked. Now I'm going to close this tab. I don't need it anymore. And just to double check, I want to see, is my link showing up on this table now that I've submitted it for Mr. Namimatsu? Because this is the thing he's going to be using to score. So I'm going to refresh the page and let's see if things worked. And it did. For my digital portfolio link, I have my first initial and my last name showing up. If I click that link, it takes me right to the page that I said was my home page for my digital portfolio. For my period 3 project link, if I click there, it takes me right to the page that I said my period 3 project was on, which is great. I don't have any of these others yet. And notice there's no icon anymore. That'll come later when Mr. Namimatsu scores this thing. Now let's say time has passed. I got a score and maybe I got a lower grade than I wanted, and so my next project I'm going to really improve and do better. How do I add my period 4 project? Same as before. Click up here, add your links to the projects, and you're going to get this notice that says you've already filled this out. Do you want to do this? Yes, you do. You want to edit your responses. The form remembers you from last time. So don't change this information. You've already added all of this stuff. Now let's go down, and actually I'm going to copy all of this just because I'll use it for the example. Now I'm going to turn in something for period 4, my period 4 project. And let's say this time I did a cool infographic. And I need to self-score it. Remember, you're actually writing a full self-score. And a link right to my project. And let's say my period 4 project is over here. Let's say I've got, and I do have some videos here. Great. So let's say that's my infographic. Here, I'll change it to a YouTube lecture again, just for fun. So that's my period 4 project. There's a link that'll take Mr. Namimatsu right to it. And this is me showing what I think I deserve or what I think my project earns. Show some thinking before you submit. And I haven't done period 5 yet, so I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and hit submit. Done. I don't need this tab anymore. I don't need this one anymore. I can look at the rubric again later if I want. So I'm back on Mr. Namimatsu's page. It's not showing up yet because I haven't refreshed it. I'll refresh the page. And there we go. Period 4 project. So now Mr. Namimatsu, he has a separate interface that he'll use to look at everybody's project, score it, and then after he scores it, you'll start to see your scores popping up here. And probably in the grade book too, but I think that's about it. I like looking at these projects every year. It's fun to see what you all do as far as representing your learning on your website. I'm a big supporter of digital portfolios. I feel like it's a way for you to own your learning more than just allowing the teacher to be able to tell your learning story. This allows you to tell your learning story. This is you saying what you know and what you understand about the stuff you're going over in class. It's personal. All learning is personal. We shouldn't just say, well, I'm going to wait for the teacher to tell me what I know. You know what you know, so let's share it on this page. I'm excited to see the cool things you make. Email me or contact me some other way if you need help with anything. Like, I don't know how to embed this thing, or I'm not sure how to make this timeline. I'm not sure how to edit this video. I'm not sure how to host these videos or images. I'm here to help out if you need help. If you know what you want to show and represent, I want to help you do that in a way that's effective and is meaningful for you. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope it's helpful, and good luck this quarter.